What's up? I'm Empathetic Chicken and I'm doing some late night print prepping, bad lighting, whatever. I'm doing all kinds of stuff and my workspace is in shambles. But anyways, I'm preparing for a 3-day Comic-Con this weekend. It's at the university that I graduated art school from and therapy school. I don't really know how big it's gonna be, but I know it's 3 days, and the biggest name that I know is Tyler Mane, which is the Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie films, which is cool. Not really sure how he relates to comics. I'm sure there's something, but I'm just not that like informed. But anyway, getting a bunch of prints and cutouts and stuff restocked and stickers, so I've just been at work at that, and it's late and I'm tired, but tonight's the last night I have to prepare, so just wanted to update you guys. I just wanted to share this little hack that I discovered for making stickers, because I always wanted to not use registration marks because you can fit more stickers on the paper and you don't waste as much. So I got confident and printed a bunch of sheets without registration marks, and then it wasn't really working out. Like, I looked up some tutorials and they said like it was a certain thing where you like put tape on it and you find the 0 point or some stuff. I don't really understand how it works, but anyway, you just cut like a line across to find the center of your machine or whatever. I did that and then I still wasn't really having much luck, so I just figured I would just put a blank sheet of cardstock down and then cut my design, make like a little hinge deal out of tape. That way I can just lay my design down underneath and line it up that way. So that's been working, and I gotta cut a little bit off of this in my laminate stuff because it won't fit up under there right. But if you want to print stuff without registration marks with the silhouette cameos or whatever, this is a way to do it, and I'm sure it would work with like whatever cutter machine you have. But basically I'm gonna just stick this thing under here, and I mean, I'm sure a thicker paper might have worked better for like this part, but I don't really want to worry too much about that because cardstock is just what I had laying around, and it didn't really cut it that well. So that's another annoying thing, but it'll suffice for these purposes. But yeah, you just want to take your design and underlay it or whatever. Just kind of shift it to where you need it and make your stuff flat, which this might be a little overkill for some people. Maybe there's a better way, but I have not found it. And I could just use registration marks, like I've done that, and it's pretty simple, but I just like to use the most of my material and get more out of it at a time. So this is how I'm going to do it from now on, probably. But yeah, I think that's pretty well aligned. So now, I'm going to get my tape. And by the way, my mat is no longer sticky. So I've just been using this tape so that I can use it some more. And it works just fine. So we're cutting, and it looks to be cutting in the right spot. So I think we're golden. Just let it, let's see. Yeah, I mean, it could shift over a slight bit, but I'm gonna say that's good enough, because compared to what I was having before, yeah, this is progress. And I feel like some of them will probably align better, but don't know yet. I don't want to grab that. It's a risky game, but I want to grab it. Okay, I've grabbed it. Yeah, see, I mean, I think it looks fine. So that's a little trick that you can use, and you just leave it attached for as many as you're gonna do. I've tried to mark on my mat like where the angle, like where the edge of the paper goes. I don't know, every time I do it, it just doesn't seem to line up right. So I just like having this to like visually see, okay, it's gonna cut here. So yeah, hopefully that helped anybody who makes stickers like me.
We're focusing too much on it, it's being overdiagnosed, are we feeding into paying private clinics or paying for medication? Like, I can understand why someone might hold that opinion. It's just my opinion is different. Of course, we're going to be a little bit biased.
I also think, I remember when I was in the bank, someone that I used to work with went through the diagnosis.
Asking always bad?
No, I don't think it is. That could be a controversial answer, right?
Okay, so I just pulled in to the location and I'm just gonna give myself a minute to relax because driving makes me anxious and also people make me anxious. So I'm gonna chill and then I'm gonna try to figure out where the entrance part is. I haven't been here since I was in college the first time and it looks pretty much the same, but I don't know like the layout of everything now. But anyways, guess I'll figure it out. I don't know where I am. Alright, so I got my bench. The guy showed me where my table is, and I parked like 10 years out of the way, so I'm just gonna move my car. But it looks nice in there. It's very cool and spacious. And yeah, it's pretty weird to see my university transformed into a Comic-Con. But yeah, I'll be back. I've gotta start unloading. I just got done setting up and going to sit at my table. I just made it. I got like 10 minutes. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. Okay, I'm on my way back to my table. I got really hungry, so I had to go scope out the food trucks. I got me a boba tea and some loaded fries with mac and cheese and barbecue sauce. They're supposed to have like pulled pork on them, but I'm a vegetarian, so I just said hold that. Anyway, it's going okay. I'm trying to work up the courage to film the walkthrough. I've done like one little pan, but I always get nervous because, like, I don't know, just feel weird filming in public, but I'll get there. Anyway, there's 2 more days, so I have plenty of time. Be back. Just had like a cute little interaction with a customer, and we like traded stickers, and she gave me like this cute bracelet and button, and yeah, it was just really nice. It's day 2 and I'm in the car and I'm just taking a minute to calm myself because I've just been having like really bad driving panic episodes, I guess like anxiety or something, I don't know, but it's just been something that I've been dealing with for a long time, and sometimes it's like worse than others, so this is one of those times where it's really a struggle to drive 40 minutes. But anyway, I'm calming down, I'm breathing, and I'm ready. I really need to get in because it's like 9:11 and the thing starts at 10, and I just have to like set up my booth again because they couldn't lock the building that I'm in, so I just kind of packed up most of the valuables and fit them into one suitcase, so all I gotta do is just go in there and put them out real quick. So I'm not that worried, but excuse me, my breakfast says hello. I'm just, yeah, if I didn't have anxiety, I'd be an unstoppable force. I would enjoy life a lot more too. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go. I just wanted to check in. But yesterday was like a success in my opinion. It was kind of busier than I thought. The traffic had little lull periods, but for the most part, like, it was pretty steady. And I made a pretty good bit. Like, I just wasn't expecting much, I guess, because I didn't know that there was really a comic community here. I'm sure there is everywhere, but I didn't know that people would show up for it, so that's really cool. And I was kind of worried because, like, none of my stuff is really comic related. I mean, there's some drawings that I did of, like, this character that I was gonna make into a comic, like my chicken dinosaur character, which maybe someday that'll become a thing, but I just kind of have a bunch of drawings based around that theme, so like those are comic related, but nothing anyone would know. So like, yeah, and then most of my other stuff's Halloween, so I guess that appeals to summerween people or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I got some nice feedback about like people liking my styles. That's always nice to hear. And a couple of people wanted me to like sign their prints, which made me feel like special. Like, I don't know, it was just nice. I don't think I'm special, by the way. But anyway, that was really nice and flattering, I guess. Today I brought like a cushion for my chair because it was just like really painful on my back yesterday, and I have some fabric sheets that I'm gonna try to just like overlay or like lay over my table so that I don't have to pack up stuff. I mean, I don't really know how a sheet will stop somebody if they really want to steal something, but I guess not seeing something might help. But I'll probably do that so I don't have to deal with setup again tomorrow. Because it's from like 10 to 6, which I'm grateful for the hours of it, but it's just a lot of like sitting for long periods. So anyways, I'm gonna get to it, but that's what's happening. Hopefully today I'll feel like filming the walkthrough. My brother is supposed to be coming with his family and my mom, and because he's a big horror movie fan, and he's gonna meet Tyler Mane, which is the Michael Myers guy from the Rob Zombie films. So yeah, it'll be nice to see some familiar faces, and maybe if I can convince my mom to sit. Oh, there's a little Pikachu person over there. That's so cute. If I can, maybe I can show you. Probably can't see that good, but anyways. Maybe I can convince my mom to like watch my booth for a minute so I can go like peruse and see what's around. Okay, I'm headed in. Wish me luck. You can walk over here. Yeah. It's probably easier to just slide them off. What are you doing here, Mama?
Huh?
What are you doing here?
I'm with my baby.
Yeah, the first one I did. So someone might
See how these have like a little lip right here? When I get the stuff to the side, like I
Ditto. You got the Mimikyu though. Yeah. Nice. Thank you guys.
You say you're gonna do it, but then you fall short.
I started writing it on my computer and I
Sure.
Morning.
Yes, I know.
Yes, that
I did notice that. It's because these glasses, I really cannot see.
you can. Can I see?
No, they're made out of I literally barely see.
I just found a fellow deck creator, so this is really cool. I'm excited to look at this. She said she also did a Kickstarter. Okay, it's the end of day 2 and I did pretty well. I just left and got some random food that I've never gotten before. In case you're curious, it's like some kind of avocado toast and this really good looking bowl. I really struggle to find food that I can eat at restaurants just because I'm vegetarian. And I don't really stop anywhere different a lot because there's not a lot of options for one where I'm at, but also like when you're with somebody that's not vegetarian, you don't want to force them to eat at random places that don't have meat. So as a treat to myself, I just stopped to get something different and just get something nutritious because I feel like yesterday I just ate like grease and cheese, which no offense to the, like it was good, but yeah, I just feel like I need like sustenance, and I probably should have got like more vegetables, but whatever, fruits are good, right? I don't know. Yeah, I've just been surviving on like oat bite snacks and trail mix because it's just like hard whenever you don't have somebody with you at your table to go find food, and there weren't a lot of options either. So I'm hungry and I'm tired. But the con was really fun and I did a lot better today than yesterday, like partly because it was like longer, I think, and I think it was busier. But I'm actually doing surprisingly well considering I'm not comic related or anime or anything like that. But yeah, it's just been really fun. I had some cool conversations with some people, met some fellow chicken lovers and people with friends that are chicken lovers, and sold like 3 decks, which is like a record for markets because I don't remember selling. I haven't sold a deck at a market in like a good few of them. I mean, I haven't done that many in total, but anyways, 3 in a day, that's pretty good. And then also found that other vendor that made an Oracle deck, so that was cool just to meet somebody else that knows like the process and everything. And I'm excited to explore that deck and use it and stuff. I did like some little mini readings while I was sitting there, but it's kind of hard to focus. Like, I don't know, does anybody else that vends like have this problem where you just like feel like you can't get settled? Like, I don't know, I just don't want to, I can't work on anything because I feel like my concentration will be like too scattered. But then like also I can't read because my neck like bothers me a lot. So like looking down, or if I'm like holding the book up, then my arms start getting fatigued and I'm just like screw it, I'll just sit here and stare. But yeah, anyways, it is long, like it was from like 10 to 6. And yeah, it gets really like just long sitting there by yourself. But my thoughts have been nice and not like trying to take me down like in the past. Like I feel like I've come a long way as far as keeping my mind in check. Like I don't know, I guess like with early vending experiences, it just, I don't know, I would say it's probably part of the process to get used to all the people that come by and don't buy anything, like, and not let it bother you. Because like I remember in the past I'd be like, nobody likes my stuff, but now I'm like, well, this wasn't their thing, and I just focus on like just hanging out and being there with other creators. Like it's just cool to see other people doing their thing, you know. But yeah, anyway, I'm kind of tired and I think I'm gonna eat my toast. But I just wanted to like film a little reflective thing so that I'll have some kind of a video, because I feel like I wasn't really planning ahead. Like I had wanted to document like the prep, but I mean I did a few little like segments here and there, but like I don't know, I just don't always have the energy to like have the other self-awareness of like, okay, I'm gonna film this while I'm doing this. It just feels like an extra task. But anyways, I'm gonna go, so I'll be back. It's day 3 and the setup should be pretty easy because I just have to uncover my booth. I just ended up covering it with some fabric so I don't have to deal with setting up again. But I don't know, I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm tired and I'm not looking forward to sitting for so long, just because like I have neck issues and it just gets to be a lot of strain when I can't like, yeah, just relax. But anyways, it's almost over and I'm having fun aside from that, and I brought my iPad so that maybe I can work on my Oracle deck campaign page for the mail club, which there'll be a video about that soon. I have footage recorded, but I haven't edited it, and this will probably come out before that. So yeah, so I don't know, I've had a lot of time to think this whole convention, and I've been sort of in my own little world of research of this band that I really like called New Order, which is like a really old band. I don't know, just researching the roots of that and like the kind of punk influence, or I don't know what you call it, but how it's like sort of a punkish band and just the do what you want kind of mentality deal was just like really appealing to me. And I guess what I'm trying to say is like I've been reflecting on my own, like how I ended up where I am. So since it was a Comic-Con, I decided to bring my Crow graphic novel, and I'm really inspired by that book. And I met the illustrator James O'Barr at a Comic-Con in North Carolina a few years back. So I brought my graphic novel to read, and then there's like a quote or a reference, I guess, to a Joy Division song, and that's like the former band that New Order was. So I don't know, it's just like cool how there's like these little breadcrumbs of influence, and how, I mean, I don't know, I could be like reading way too much into it, but it's just neat how like how I'm drawn to certain things, I guess, because of the similarities and the mentality and the people. And yeah, it's probably just a super personal thing, but I just really appreciate people in the world that just like show up and share their feelings, like vulnerably, and like show up in their fullest without, not without caring, but just sort of like showing up as themselves, like, and not being ashamed of that, and like not letting, you know, expectations of others limit what they express. So I guess that's kind of like what I've been feeling inspired by lately, like by this New Order band, and also I like synthesizers and I want to learn to play synthesizers one day. I have 2, but I just kind of alternate between my hobbies. But it's just cool to find these bands and artists and just creators that can inspire new hobbies and interests and ways of being and thinking. So that's my little punk TED talk. I'm gonna go set up my table. Yeah. Oh, real quick, I think where all this was coming from too is like, I don't know, I guess like when you're sitting there at a table for like 8 hours or however many hours, you start just like, or I start self-reflecting. Like I do that anyway a lot, but I don't know, I guess I was just kind of like imagining like, well, what would it be like if I could step outside of myself and see myself how other people see me, which I don't think I can ever do that, but, or clearly I can't, but you know what I mean, I think, I don't know. But I was just thinking like, oh, why am I so like about this Halloween stuff? Because a lot of my illustrations are like Halloween, like inspired by the vintage stuff. And it's because my mom always decorated for Halloween, and it just became this magical experience. Like, I don't know if it was just because I was a kid or what, but it just seemed like stepping into this like other world of cool orange and like fall vibes. I don't know. There's no words to describe the magic of it, but it just stuck with me. And I think another reason I feel so much comfort in like scary stuff is just because like my brother watched a lot of horror movies growing up, and I guess like that stuff became like an escape in a way. Like I feel like all my art is like a form of escapism, but like I don't think it's in like an unhealthy way, if I were to use unhealthy as a word, but I don't really like that word. But it's not like I'm avoiding necessary feelings. I'm just sort of like processing them through art and stuff. So like I guess what this is getting down to is like I love the Halloween stuff and like masks and costumes, just because it feels like a form of safety and like protection, and being weird and feeling weird has always been something that I've experienced. So just having something like Halloween that embraces that, like where you can just be however you want to be, as weird as you want to be. And even like this Comic-Con, just sort of like, I love things like this where people can just like, I don't know, I almost said like step outside of themselves, but it's almost like they are, but they're like channeling another, like a part of themselves also. So that's really cool. And I don't know if any of that made sense, but that's my little TED talk too. So I'm gonna go set up my booth now and sit for 8 more hours. Here's hoping it goes well. Mission complete. I just got done loading the car and I'm ready to go home. I feel like it was a fun weekend, but it was a long weekend. But overall, I did probably about as good as Friday. So yesterday was the busiest, which is to be expected probably because today's Sunday. But yeah, I'm very happy with how I did, and it was fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and be on the lookout for the next installment of my YouTube, which is probably going to be around my mail club that I'm starting for my Oracle deck and alternate reality. It's been on this channel before because it's launched a couple times on Kickstarter and I haven't made the goal, so I'm still like bound and determined to make it happen. So yeah, probably the next subject we're going to be exploring here is how to create oracle cards at home, because that's what I'm doing. So be on the lookout for that, and thanks for coming along. I'd love to hear from you if you have any thoughts or questions or anything at all. Always down to have a conversation. But yeah, that's it. See you. Real quick, I just wanted to share what I got at the Comic-Con. Got this awesome bag. It's like really heavy duty, like a nice tote bag. And I guess it's by same person that made this, Ava and Meek. This cute little bag. I just kind of put all my stuff in it. But yeah, I just wanted to show some of the stuff I got, which Woody's loot. That was the vendors beside me. That's something else. But yeah, they had these like cool Hollywood horror tarot stickers. So I got those. Really love the black and white. So yeah, that's really cool. And I also got these like sci-fi bookmarks from one of the vendors. I can't remember the names of everybody, so I'm sorry. But this is that oracle deck that I got. It's pretty cool. I won't go through the whole thing, but yeah, I've been enjoying using that. I really like that card. Yeah, that's cool. Creator was super nice as well. And what else do I have? A couple comics that I got from the person that was behind me. They had like coloring books and stuff. It was really cool, like coloring pages. Like I can't turn the pages. Yeah. Also got this free print from a fellow vendor. She just was giving it away because it was kind of slightly misprinted down there. But yeah, it doesn't bother me. I can't remember the names, I'm sorry. Yeah, and these from another. Here's the bag real quick though. It's like a really cool bag. It like has a little loop-de-loop and you can like carry it. Yeah, I've never seen a bag like that. But then I got these cute little Cubone and Mimikyu, I guess. Sorry, I'm not up to. Oh yeah, that sticker came with these comics. Yeah, I'm not up to date with the new Pokemon, but I thought those were really cute, and I thought it was a cool idea to like paint on an energy card, because I always hated those things. I never knew how to play the game. I just like collecting the cards, but they also used them for backer boards for these cute little pins. I had to get Mewtwo and Mew because Mewtwo is my favorite, and then I was like, the more I looked at Mew, I was like, I just want to get the set, you know? But yeah, that's everything I got at the Valdosta Comic-Con. It was really fun, and I enjoyed seeing all the cool vendors.